It's TailsTube Thursday. Not really, that's not a thing. But apparently Sega dropped this out of nowhere, and this is about Sonic and Shadow interviewing Tails about something. So let's find out what that something is right now. TailsTube number 7, Between Two Hedgehogs. Tails practicing some feng shui here.
Hi, everybody.
What's with the plants?
You know, I've met an awful lot of hedgehogs through the years.
Yes, you have.
Such unique personalities.
Some silver, some black and red.
It got me thinking. Why not invite some of them onto my show and get to know each other better?
Does that mean Silver's coming eventually?
I'd like to welcome you to a new segment I'm calling Between Two Hedgehogs.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he thought he was clever with that. Two
I'd
hedges.
like to introduce the two fastest guys I know. Sonic.
He didn't account for the random black guy in the bottom right corner.
Let's get this over with.
See, when you pitched this thing to me, Tails, I thought we were going to be talking about Shadow. Like, out of
Behind his back.
If you have anything to say, you can say it to my face. Unless you're afraid.
Oh.
So the topic for
Starting
today
off at each other's throats
is
already.
friends. You know, burying the hatchet.
I don't know, buddy. We never really got along.
From the moment we met,
To be fair, he was trying to destroy the world at that point.
My magnetic personality is quite attractive.
Aha!
When you're near me, I feel repulsed.
At two sides of the magnet there.
They say opposites attract. And you guys have put aside your differences.
Tails, are you trying to ship these two together? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Put the arc back into orbit.
Yeah. You were pretty clutch back
They
then.
like...
I was surprised you could turn super too.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
They work together when mutual destruction is on the line.
Sorta.
Yeah, until he jumped us during the next adventure.
He was amnesiac. He didn't know any better.
So fast. You should have just quickly moved aside.
Yeah. Ultimate sore loser says what?
What?
Ah, got him.
Tails? He's spouting gibberish and laughing at nothing.
Oh, he's not laughing at...
What
Well...
he's trying to say
Nah.
is, despite the rocky reunion, you two came together again to save the day.
Sonic Heroes!
We all came together to save the day. It wasn't just me and Shadow.
Yes.
Shadow contributed, but let's be real, it was Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles that ultimately finished that thing off.
Well, yeah. Wait.
Hey, they agreed!
You two have fought more often than not.
Oh wait, Sonic Prime's in there.
You've gotten to know each
Generations
other.
and Sonic Battle on GBA.
Here's the ultimate challenge.
Ultimate!
Say one positive thing about each other.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, well, if it's too hard for you.
I don't think Sonic would have a problem swallowing his pride on this one. Shadow, on the other
It's
hand...
impossible for me.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Prove it.
Imitating his voice, too.
Well, ugh. Okay.
Come on, Sonic.
I'll admit it. Your chaos control technique is really cool. Warping around in a split second rocks.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes. Well, I was very impressed you could do it as well.
With a fake emerald.
Your fake chaos emerald.
Exactly, that's pretty impressive.
It was a truly impressive feat.
Mm-hmm.
See? You do respect each other.
Yeah.
Rarely see eye to eye, but you do stick to your principles. You do things your way, and I can't fault you for that.
Yes. Friendship achieved.
I don't know about that.
Friendship. If he gets in my way, I'll crush him like any other.
Oh, you'll try, Faker, but I'll show
Faker?
you the best next time we throw down.
Tails sitting there in between them like,
There's no time.
Oh, God.
like the present, Blue Hedgehog. Race across
take
the
this
island,
outside.
coast to coast.
You're on.
Very well. Try to keep up. Chaos control.
There they go.
Hey, that's cheating.
Tails like,
Well,
okay.
At least we've proved that they can get along. Momentarily. That's one small step in the right direction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more TailsTube.
Okay. You want to know what's extra funny about this TailsTube? It's the fact that Knuckles' show is out tomorrow on Paramount Plus at the date of this recording. And to push the show, they do an interview with Shadow. Granted, I get it. This is probably planned months in advance. But I find it funny they didn't have anything Knuckles planned for his big premiere. This is his first show. First ever show that he stars in. And we're not getting any Knuckles content for that. We've been pushing Shadow hard this year. Though I think they did say this is going to be the year of Shadow because of Sonic X Shadow Generations, etc. Also, the Sonic 3 movie, now featuring Keanu Reeves as the voice of Shadow. So, but I still find it funny that, like, Knuckles' show is literally out tomorrow, and we got no TailsTube on Knuckles. Like, I would have loved to have had Knuckles, but I'm sure there's a whole bunch of reasons they didn't. Maybe Idris Elba, well, obviously Idris Elba cost an arm and a leg to get him to voice it. Because if they were going to have him interviewing about the Knuckles show, it'd have to be Idris' voice, because having Game Knuckles voice Knuckles for a promotion for show/movie Knuckles, which is Idris Elba's voice, is going to be a little strange. I've also been hearing some mixed things about the Knuckles show, but that's neither here nor there. We'll be watching that live on the hell was that? I said we'll be watching it on... Okay, apparently we can't say that on YouTube, so I'll just have to edit that out. Either way, we'll be watching that when that comes out. But as far as this one goes, I'm sure this is going to be a point of contention for a lot of fans, or a lot of people watching this. Is going to be, like, I know a lot of people do not like how current Shadow is written. Even going as far back as the IDW comics during the Zombot virus arc, where Shadow was so hard-headed against not listening to Sonic because he was mad at him, he screwed himself. When normally we'd imagine Shadow would be a lot more intelligent about that sort of thing. It's always about him and Sonic always fighting, and it doesn't always... He's very abrasive. He's gotten a little better lately, but earlier on he was super abrasive. Like, it felt like his character got Flanderized a little bit. It just wasn't that good feeling to see Shadow's character decline, and that could potentially be because of the overall writing in the current Sonic games, where it seems like they've taken a different direction for Shadow. Again, the writing has shifted for a lot of the characters. You may notice Amy is less pink monstery lately. She seems a lot more calm and collected, and has a mutual friendship with Sonic now, where she's not constantly chasing him. Tails seems to have been kind of a roller coaster of emotions. He went down with Forces. He's kind of come back up after Forces with Mania and Frontiers. Like, he's kind of gotten better there. Some characters are up and down. Some characters are down. Some characters are up. Shadow, I don't know. I'm kind of in the same camp where I feel Shadow has been a little too aggro towards Sonic for the most part. They've always kind of been competitive. That's not the thing that irks me. It's like every time these two are on screen, they're always at each other's throats. It seems more playful for Sonic, and Shadow seems more serious about it, but still. I guess it really just depends on, like, where you started with the franchise. I feel if you started with Adventure 2, you might find this version of Shadow a little less, like, to your taste. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who started Adventure 2 who like this version of Shadow as well. Either way, this is a pretty fun interview. We got to see a little bit about Sonic and Shadow and what they think of each other, though we already kind of knew that going in. I'm still going to say Knuckles got screwed out of the show, but I'm sure it's because they couldn't get the voice actors for whatever reason. Either way, that is it for this TailsTube. Not really much to say on this other than what I just said earlier. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time for more if they do a TailsTube video on something. Maybe they'll celebrate Knuckles' release next week. Be like, hey, good show, Knuckles. Or maybe, hey, bad show, Knuckles. I don't know. We'll find out when we watch it on... I got to edit that out. I'll see you all then. Stay tuned.